What is going on, guys? Victor here with another video from New Fitness. In today's video, we are going to go through a quick core sequence. So go ahead and meet me in the center of your mat. We're going to sit in a bear pose. And so make sure your shoulders are over your wrists, your back is nice and flat. And we're just going to rock kind of forward and back. Once you've kind of done a few of those reps, let's just walk to the bottom of your mat, and we're gonna slowly walk forward to the top of the mat. So just doing a nice forward and back bear plank really helps to engage the core, really helps to work on the full shoulder mobility, and honestly targets every single part of your core. Like, this is wild. Like, this is gonna get you so strong and so fit. It's not even funny. Like, don't waste your time with crunches. Start doing more bear planks. Like, I'm serious, guys. This is next level stuff. So again, make sure your back is nice and flat. Imagine you have a cup of water on your back and you're trying to not spill it at all. Like, that cup is staying there, and the more water you spill, the worse you're doing this. So nice and flat. Find a good pace where you're walking forward and back, and we'll just kind of take a break there. Meet me in a downward dog, back to the bear plank. We're just trying to give your shoulders a little bit of a break. If you haven't done this a lot, your shoulders might feel a little bit sore, so just rock back and enjoy this, even though it's still active and it's still using your core. Now we're gonna do a little bit of a clock pose in this bear plank. So again, just walk your feet to the one side all the way to that left side, small baby steps, and then bring it back to your mat, and then whip it all the way to your right side. So again, this is working not only your shoulders and that mobility, but it's also using all these different little muscles in your core. It's adding mobility, it's adding balance, and honestly, you're just engaging all 6 packs of your 6-pack right now. Make sure your back is nice and flat. With that, we're just gonna take a quick breather, shake out your wrists if they're a little bit sore, and we'll continue walking it back and forward. So a little bit like our superset, our drop set in that sense. Just walk forward and walk back. Again, when you're doing this, guys, make sure every single movement is deliberate. You're not dumping all your weight into one hip. You're trying to be super stealthy, super controlled, forward and backwards. And what you will notice is as you're going backwards, you're using different muscles, right? Like, it's so much harder going backwards than it is forward sometimes. And that's just part of, like, different kind of muscles being engaged and using different relationships to gravity, right? Like, we're not used to walking backwards in that sense. And so it's a new challenge and your body is not used to it. So go ahead and meet me in the center of the mat. We're just gonna be doing some bird dog poses. So no, not quite as intense as our bear plank walks, but you're gonna extend your arm to the front and your opposite leg behind you. Again, making sure your back is nice and flat and there's no arch in that lower back. So actively contracting that lower core and making each movement as controlled and deliberate as possible. Let's level up this pose, meet in a bear plank, and just hover the knee, and we're gonna do the same motion. So again, diagonal extensions. Make sure it's not sloppy, make sure it looks controlled, like someone's watching you, like you're being recorded. I find having that mentality makes you actually aware of your form. give yourself a few second break here. Again, pedal out the wrists. And let's meet me back in our bear plank walks. And so we're gonna walk it all the way back to the front of the mat and continue forward. So again, make sure you have a nice pace. You're not going too quickly, you're not too slow. You have a good pace in which you can make sure that every single movement is nice and controlled and nice and deliberate. Like, this is actually so hard. Like, if you do this for 5 minutes, I guarantee, like, 7 days a week, you're gonna be absolutely A, chiseled, and B, just like in great shape. So go ahead and meet me to the side. We're gonna walk our hands side to side. Again, in this bear pose, this bear plank, but again, a different relationship to what our core is normally used to, right? This class we've been going front and back. Now we're going side to side. So we're using a little bit more of our shoulders and different parts of our core. So meet me back in the center of your mat. We're just gonna hold this bear plank for a little bit. And relax. There we go. Hopefully that was a hard class. Hopefully you felt new areas in your core being engaged. And again, thanks for joining. My name is Victor, and make sure to like and subscribe.